Greetings fellow ukuleleans, Jeff Weinberger coming at you here with a new tutorial. I'd like to talk a little bit about blues today. I've done plenty of videos in the past on blues, but I'd like to reprise a couple of things and maybe teach you a new thing or two. So what I was doing in the beginning, it was totally improvised. I have no idea what it was, except it was in C, and it had the chords C, C7, F7, G7, and I did that famous turnaround. I remember that. So that brings us to the subject of how do you play blues and what's blues all about. A lot of times blues is a feeling and it's also a form, but there are many forms, but there is the feeling of the blues which cannot really be explained. That's something that I suppose a writer could write about or you could theorize about, but it's really just a feeling. And there's a lot of different blues feels out there. Some are happy blues, some are sad blues. Some are in minor keys, some are in major keys, some are really slow, some are really up-tempo. There's all kinds of different shades of blue, but the feeling of blues comes a lot from using dominant 7 chords, like a C7 chord, 0, 0, 0, 1. It's a very bluesy chord. F7, which I did this form of, 2, 3, 1, 0. Very bluesy. G7 can be bluesy, 0, 2, 1, 2. If you know any of those up the neck, if you know your C7 up here, that can be bluesy, 3, 4, 3, 3. If you know an F7 up there, that can be super bluesy, 5, 5, 5, 6. And then G7 you could do up the neck like this, 4, 5, 3, 5. Good way to do it, or even 0, 5, 3, 5. Easy to play, but very effective. I use that all the time. Instead of just sitting on a G7 down here for a song in C, I might use that one. I like to do that quite a bit. So there's all kinds of up-the-neck versions of these chords too. But even just a simple C chord, 0, 0, 0, 3, a simple F chord, 2, 0, 1, 0, and a simple G chord, 0, 2, 3, 2, can give you a bluesy sound if you play it with the feel. So what is a blues feel? Well, usually it has a shuffle to it. It's almost always based on the triplet. Triplet, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, triplet, 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 triplet. That instantly gives you a blues feeling. A lot of jazz and swing is based on the triplet too. You hear triplets expressly, well, overtly, I should use that word, overtly, like obvious in blues when you hear somebody do a turnaround. Because they're just spelling out triplet, triplet. So that's like a hit you over the head kind of example of triplets used in blues. And so it's a feeling like that, but blues has lots of different shades of feeling. There's kind of a straighter blues like this. It swings. It has a cool feel to it, but it's a little straighter. It's not as shuffly. That's more like Jimmy Reed and some Chicago artists had this real kind of a straighter kind of feel to it. Chuck Berry did that a lot. He had that song Memphis, Tennessee that had that kind of feel. So obviously something can be bluesy without having a wide swing to it. It can be kind of a narrower swing like that. You don't overtly hear that triplet, triplet, like you would in a Muddy Waters tune or a Buddy Guy tune or something like that.